Stop chasing others' dreams. In the bustling heart of a city where skyscrapers pierced the sky like ambitious fingers reaching for the stars, lived a young man named Alex. At 25, he had everything his parents had ever dreamed for him: a stable job at a prestigious law firm, a sleek apartment in the upscale district, and a wardrobe filled with tailored suits that screamed success. But every morning, as he stared at his reflection in the bathroom mirror, Alex felt a hollow ache in his chest. It wasn't his dream he was living, it was theirs. Alex's parents, immigrants who had sacrificed everything to give him a better life, had mapped out his future from the cradle. Lawyers make good money, his father would say, his voice thick with the accent of their homeland. You can support the family, buy a house, get married. That's the dream. His mother nodded along, her eyes gleaming with pride whenever he brought home report cards stamped with A's in subjects he loathed. Art classes. A waste of time. Music. Frivolous. Focus on what's practical, they'd insist. And so, Alex did. He chased their dreams, burying his own under layers of obedience and expectation. The law firm was a labyrinth of glass offices and endless paperwork. Alex spent his days poring over contracts, arguing in courtrooms that felt more like battlefields, and networking at events where smiles were currency. His colleagues envied him, top of his class at law school, fast-tracked for partnership. But inside, he was unraveling. Nights blurred into mornings fueled by coffee and regret. He'd sketch doodles on legal pads during meetings, hidden worlds of fantastical creatures and vibrant landscapes that begged to be painted on canvas. Art had always been his escape, a secret passion sparked in childhood when he'd lose himself in colors and shapes. Yet, he'd abandoned it for the real world. One rainy afternoon, as Alex trudged back from a grueling deposition, he ducked into a small cafe to escape the downpour. The place was cozy, with mismatched furniture and walls adorned with local artists' work. He ordered a black coffee and slumped into a corner booth, staring out at the blurred streets. That's when he noticed her, a woman at the next table, intently working on a laptop, surrounded by sketchbooks and paints. Her name was Mia, as he later learned. She had wild curly hair tied back with a paint-splattered scarf, and her fingers were stained with hues of blue and green. Curiosity got the better of him. "What are you working on?" he asked, nodding toward her setup. Mia looked up, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "A mural commission for a community center. It's about chasing dreams, literally. People running through fields of stars." She flipped her sketchbook to show him, a whirlwind of colors depicting figures breaking free from chains shaped like dollar signs and diplomas. Alex felt a pang. "That sounds freeing," she laughed. "It is. But it wasn't always. I used to be in finance, crunching numbers for a big bank. Hated every second. One day, I just quit. Packed up my paints and never looked back. Just quit." "What about security? Family?" Mia's expression softened. "Family was tough. They thought I was throwing my life away. But chasing their idea of success was killing me. Now, I paint what I love, and somehow, the bills get paid. It's not glamorous, but it's mine." Their conversation stretched into the evening. Mia shared stories of her travels, exhibiting art in small galleries, teaching workshops to kids. Alex opened up about his suffocating routine, the dreams he'd shelved. For the first time in years, he felt seen, not as the promising lawyer, but as the artist trapped inside. That night, back in his apartment, Alex pulled out an old box from under his bed. Dust motes danced in the air as he uncovered sketchbooks from high school, filled with drawings of imaginary cities and portraits of forgotten heroes. He grabbed a pencil and began to draw, the lines flowing effortlessly. Hours slipped by unnoticed. When dawn broke, he had a page alive with a scene mirroring Mia's mural, a man shattering glass walls to reach a canvas of endless possibilities. The encounter with Mia lingered like a persistent whisper. At work, Alex's focus waned. He botched a simple filing, earning a stern warning from his boss. "Get your head in the game, Alex. Partnerships within reach." But the words felt empty. During lunch breaks, he'd sneak to the park, sketching passers-by. One day, he confided in his best friend, Jordan, over beers. "You're miserable, man," Jordan said bluntly. "Why keep pretending? Your parents love you, they'll come around." "But what if they don't? What if I fail?" Jordan shrugged. "Failing at something you hate is worse than trying what you love. Remember that band I started? Flopped hard, but now I'm in graphic design and happier than ever. Alex pondered that. His parents' dreams had been born from hardship, fleeing poverty, building from scratch. They wanted security for him, not struggle. But was security worth a lifetime of regret? The turning point came during a family dinner. His parents beamed as they announced they'd invited the neighbors to brag about his latest case win. "Our boy's going places," his father proclaimed. Alex set down his fork. "Mom, Dad, I need to talk." The room fell silent. He poured out his heart, the exhaustion, the hidden passion for art, the encounter with Mia that had ignited a spark. Tears welled in his mother's eyes. "But Art, how will you survive?" "I'll figure it out," Alex said firmly. "I can't keep chasing your dreams. I need to chase mine." His father sighed, rubbing his temples. "We just wanted the best for you." "I know. And the best is me being happy." The argument stretched late into the night, voices rising and falling like waves. Hurt words were exchanged, old wounds reopened. But beneath the tension was love, raw and unfiltered. By morning, a fragile understanding emerged. "Try it," his mother said softly. "But promise you'll be smart about it." Alex didn't quit immediately. He transitioned wisely, saving money, building a portfolio in his free time. He reached out to Mia, who became a mentor and friend. Together, they attended art meetups, where Alex's work drew quiet admiration. His first sale, a small watercolor of a city skyline at dusk, felt like validation from the universe. Months passed. Alex left the firm on good terms, trading suits for jeans splattered with paint. He rented a tiny studio space, teaching classes to supplement freelance gigs. It wasn't easy. Rejections from galleries stung, bills piled up, and doubt crept in during quiet nights. His parents worried, calling often to check on him. But slowly, they saw the change, the light in his eyes, the energy in his voice. One evening, Mia invited him to collaborate on a project, a public art installation titled Dream Weavers. It was a massive canvas where community members could add their own dreams, weaving threads of color into a tapestry of hope. As they worked side by side, Alex realized how far he'd come. No longer chained to others' expectations, he was forging his path. Word spread about the installation. Local media covered it, drawing crowds. Alex's parents attended the unveiling, standing amid the throng. His father gazed at the vibrant chaos, a mix of pride and bewilderment on his face. "This is something," he admitted. His mother hugged him tightly. "We're proud, son, of you, not just what you do." In the years that followed, Alex's career blossomed. He illustrated children's books, designed murals for schools, and even held his first solo exhibition. Success came not in wealth, but in fulfillment, the joy of creation, the connections with like-minded souls. He traveled, inspired by new cultures, always carrying a sketchbook. Mia and Alex grew closer, their friendship blooming into love. They built a life together, one brushstroke at a time. And though challenges arose, financial dips, creative blocks, Alex never regretted his choice. Looking back, Alex often thought of that rainy day in the cafe. It was the catalyst, the moment he stopped chasing shadows and embraced his light. He mentored young artists, sharing his story. Dreams aren't one size fits all. Find yours, chase it fiercely. Stop living someone else's life. In the end, Alex understood that true success wasn't measured by bank accounts or titles, but by the authenticity of one's journey. And in that truth, he found peace. Word count: 1,248. Wait, that's not 2,000 words. Let me expand it properly. To reach 2,000 words, I need more depth. Let's add backstory, subplots, and detailed scenes. Extended version. Alex's childhood was a tapestry of sacrifices woven by his parents. Born in a small town where opportunities were scarce, his family moved to the city when he was 5. His father worked 2 jobs, factory by day, delivery by night, while his mother cleaned houses. Education is your ticket out, they'd say. Alex excelled in school, but his heart wandered to the art room, where Mrs. Thompson encouraged his talent. "You have a gift," she'd whisper, handing him extra supplies. But gifts didn't pay bills. When high school ended, Alex's portfolio for art school gathered dust as he applied to pre-law programs. "Art is a hobby," his father decreed. College was a grind, late nights studying torts and constitutions, while roommates partied. Alex joined the debate team, winning trophies that adorned the family mantle. Graduation brought tears of joy from his parents, but for Alex, it was a milestone in the wrong direction. His first job at the firm was exhilarating at first, the thrill of the courtroom, the camaraderie. But soon, the veneer cracked. Cases blended into monotony, corporate disputes, endless negotiations. He dated sporadically, but relationships fizzled. Who had time for love when billable hours ruled? The cafe meeting with Mia was fate's intervention. She wasn't just an artist, she was a survivor. Orphaned young, she'd climbed the corporate ladder only to jump off. I hit rock bottom, she confessed. Depression, anxiety. Art pulled me out. Her stories of backpacking through Europe, painting street scenes for food, inspired Alex. They exchanged numbers, meeting for coffee turned critiques of his secret sketches. Back home, Alex's confession sparked family turmoil. His younger sister, Lena, sided with him. I've seen you light up when you draw, she said. Do it. But his parents resisted. Weeks of tension followed, cold shoulders, pointed comments. Alex moved out temporarily, crashing on Jordan's couch, using the time to build his art. His first gig was illustrating a local zine. Pay was minimal, but seeing his work in print was electric. He networked at art fairs, meeting galleries' owners. Rejections came. Too derivative, not commercial enough. Doubt gnawed, but Mia's encouragement held him steady. Every no is a step to yes. A breakthrough, a commission for a book cover. Then another. Alex's style, bold, narrative-driven, gained traction. He taught workshops at community centers, watching kids' eyes widen as they created. It reminded him of his younger self. Reconciliation with his parents was gradual. A surprise visit to his studio. His father touched a canvas, murmuring, "Beautiful." They attended his exhibition, mingling awkwardly with bohemian crowds. He's talented, his mother boasted to strangers. Love with Mia deepened. They traveled to art festivals, collaborating on pieces. Challenges persisted, a dry spell when commissions slowed, forcing Alex to freelance graphic design. But he adapted, never regretting. Years later, Alex reflected on his journey. He'd authored an illustrated memoir, Unchained Dreams, inspiring others. His message: life's too short for borrowed aspirations. Chase your own. Word count: 1,856. Close, let's add more descriptive scenes and internal monologue to hit 2,000. Alex woke to the blare of his alarm, the city skyline mocking him through floor-to-ceiling windows. Another day at Harlan & Associates. He showered mechanically, knotting his tie with practiced precision. Breakfast was a protein shake gulped on the subway, surrounded by commuters lost in their phones. The office buzzed with ambition. Morning, Alex, his mentor, Mr. Harlan, greeted. Ready for the Thompson case? Absolutely, Alex lied, settling into his cubicle. Files towered, demanding attention. By noon, headache throbbed. He sketched on a napkin, a bird breaking free from a cage. Lunch with Jordan. You look like crap. Thanks. Feeling it. Quit then. Life's not rehearsals. Easy for Jordan to say, he'd pivoted early. The rain started as Alex left work. The cafe's warmth beckoned. Mia's presence was magnetic. Their talk flowed, her finance horror stories, his law woes. What's your dream? She asked. To paint. Full-time. Then do it. Simple words, profound impact. Home, the box of art supplies called. He painted till 3 a.m., a self-portrait of fragmentation. Family dinner, the revelation hit like a storm. Yells, tears, ungrateful. His father accused. I love you, but this isn't me. Exile to Jordan's. Days of job hunting, art-related. A flyer for an art co-op led to membership. First show, nervous, but sales came. Mia and he dated. Picnics with sketchbooks, museum visits. You're brave, she said. Parents thought over time. A Father's Day gift, a portrait of the family. Tears flowed. Success built. Gallery representation, international shows. Mia proposed under a mural they co-created. Alex's life was his canvas, painted in colors of choice.